So my son went away to college. He went out of state. And when I saw how much that cost, I just about shit myself. So I went as a mortgage.
It's punitive.
It is a big number. And so I thought, I'm going to go to my bank. I'm going to get a line of credit.
Yeah.
We did them many years ago, but since the market crash, it's a bank brick and mortar thing. So I go to Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo, they go, oh, Mr. Gillespie, you've got to see Nathan. He's the premier banker. And I don't have a lot of money. I've been with the bank for 20 years. They were just giving me lip service, whatever. So I make an appointment with Nathan. I go in there and I say, Nathan, I want to get a line of credit, and I'm going to bring you the best loan you've ever seen in your life, I guarantee you. And I have just a couple questions about this, and I want to know what the margin is over prime and what my payments are going to be during the draw period. And when I said that to him, and remember, he's billed as the guy, the premier banker at Wells Fargo.
He's the Nathan.
He's super nice guy. I don't want to say anything about the guy. Super nice guy. But when I said it just like that.
Nathan's never going to watch this, so we're okay.
Okay, good. Because I like to be kind in most cases. But he looked at me like I was talking Chinese. You know what I mean? And I clearly saw that he didn't know what I was talking about. And I said, no problem. I'm going to get the loan no matter what. Here's my paperwork. Just figure it out and call me. And I told him what I wanted. He couldn't do it. His boss called me. Boss called me because I think I intimidated him. So he had his boss call me. And I said, look, I just want to know what my margin's going to be over the prime and what you guys at Wells Fargo require me to pay. If I draw from that in the first 10 years, what am I required to pay? Because there's 3 choices there. I know them. And she couldn't articulate it. And I got so frustrated. And I said, look, first thing I thought was, oh my God, I'm going to have a job for the rest of my life, because if one of the largest banks cannot articulate what they're selling, these people are morons. You know what I mean? And so I just said, fine, send me the documentation. I'll read it and then I'll figure it out myself. It's all good, because of course it's my business. And so I did, and the terms were fine. But the point is that even at times when you go to the counseling and the what we need to do to make good decisions, if one of the largest banks is selling you a product that they can't even understand what they're selling and they're touting to be the premier person, again, I thought I'm going to have a job forever. And it was just so eye-opening to me to have an application go through a different process other than mine.
Yeah.
And see how a big bank, because I started with Nathan, I went to the processor, then I went to the closer. If I had a question, Nathan didn't answer, it was his boss. And the only reason why the boss called me is because Nathan I intimidated, because I knew more than he did. So he punted. He was a nice enough guy. Again, I nothing against him. But I was so eye-open to that process of what I don't need to do or what I shouldn't do, and how I think I'm absolutely reaffirming what I'm doing right. I just thought it was unbelievable.